Alright, so in this video we're checking out the Eachine EX5. This is an under 250 gram GPS drone. It claims to have 4K video, but it's actually 1080p video and 4K photos, and there's no micro SD card on this, so it just sends the video and photos back to the phone via Wi-Fi. So it's a, budget drone. It's supposed to be like a Mavic Mini clone. It does have a adjustable camera gimbal here, but it's not stabilizing. It just goes up and down. The props and everything here are very similar to the Mavic Mini props and motor setup, and it does use a 2S LiPo in the back here, not lithium ion like the Mavic Mini. I don't know, I think it claims it's 30-minute flight time, but I don't think we'll get anything like that. This is a lithium polymer LiPo battery, and they copied kind of the shape of the mini Mavic Mini battery and everything here, the shape and the way the battery goes in the back, but there's no micro SD card here in the back, and this door doesn't really close all that well. So I forget what the price of this is. It's pretty cheap. I think it's under $150, I think, something like that. Yeah, so we'll see what the video and photos are like, and we'll do a little return to home. I couldn't get the waypoints thing to work because the maps don't come up on the app, so it happens a lot on these. I'll have an unboxing video at the end, and you can see all the features in more detail. The remote here there's a cutout here that shows you what all the buttons do. Basically, you have compass calibration here, camera up and down, power button, one touch takeoff, return to home, and you have your headless mode here, and then on the top you have your video and photo on this side, and over on this side it's your rates. And these antennas are not real antennas, like they're fake antennas. It does have optical flow sensor on the bottom, so it should have position hold even if you don't have GPS. It has altitude hold, of course, and we'll see how long it takes for the GPS to lock. So let's go ahead and fire up the app. So you just connect to the drone here. You just turn on. The drone should turn on here. See here. There it goes, and then turn on the remote. Then we're going to have to connect via the phone. And I already connected up the Wi-Fi. It's called like Wi-Fi 5G 4K GPS EX5 and some random numbers and letters. I'm going to go ahead and start the screen recording here. We'll launch up the app, and let's go ahead and start the recording of the screen. Alright, then hit the play button. That should bring us the video, and then it's asking us if the compass is calibrated. So here we can do the compass calibration. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that. Basically hit yes, or you can hit the compass calibration button here, and you just rotate the drone 3 times horizontally, and it should beep. Let's see, let's go ahead and hit the compass calibration button again. Okay, there it goes. Now we can rotate this 3 times. It'll beep, and make the drone vertical, and then rotate it 3 times. Alright, so now we have compass calibration. Now we just need to wait for GPS signal. And on the screen here, what do we have? How many satellites we've got here? Looks like we only got 1 satellite. And the looks like the maps still don't work. Yeah, we got 11 satellites, and it looks like we have a lock now. So we should be able to take off. So I'm just going to hit the one-touch takeoff button. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is we should also calibrate the gyro so it knows what level it is. So you just hit both sticks down and to the right. the lights are going to flash, and then they stop flashing, and then they know the gyro is calibrated. Okay, let's go take off now. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's try it from the app. Take off. Auto takeoff. Alright, so it worked from the app, it didn't work from the transmitter for me. It's a little bit of a breeze. I'm going to show you how it flies first, line of sight. Pretty stable. So there's no stabilized video. I'll show you that here in a second, but obviously it'll be a very jerky video. Let's change the rates here. Let's see here. That was the orbit button, sorry. I was changing the rates. This is rate 3. This is the fastest rate, so let's see how... It is losing a little bit of altitude there. So, as you go faster, it's going to start losing a little bit of altitude, so be aware of that. This is back in the first rate. And the first rate, it doesn't really lose that much altitude at full stick forward. Only in the third rate. So you can see as I go forward, it's losing a little bit of altitude, so you want to make sure you don't hit it into the ground. All right. That was a drone just flying around last night. Seems like it's pretty stable. I'm gonna put it back into the first rate. Let's see here. We're at a height of only 6.5 feet, but that's way more than 6.5 feet. Let's move this forward. So the telemetry numbers are a little bit off. Let's go higher. Now it's saying I'm at 10.5 feet, but that's like more like 35, 40 feet up. That's pretty high. These numbers are kind of off on the screen. Let's take a little bit of video, and we can move the camera down a little bit too. So press the button here, moves the camera down. Move it up. And the beeping from the transmitter is super annoying. You can also do it via the button on the phone app. So that works as well. And it doesn't beep when you do that, so I'll be using that. Alright, let's turn it around. Yeah, it's not that far away, and it's already getting kind of jerky video. But let's point it towards me. Bring the camera down a little bit here. Alright, let's bring it down so you can see me there. Let's bring it a little closer. So I got the video like this, and so it's just the camera up a little. Yeah, the button on the phone doesn't seem to do, I guess you have to hold it down. Alright, so I'm gonna do a manual, like a droney, like a zoom away. So I'm just gonna go backwards and go up. Now, I don't know if there's any actual flight modes, but yeah, you can see the video is kind of jerky because it is just being transmitted back to the phone. And as I get further away, let's go further away, it's probably going to get worse. Alright, let's go in this direction. As you can see, it's not that windy. Let's see how far I can take it before I still have good signal. It's pretty far away. Let's go this way. Let's go in the opposite corner of this field. Let me see, there's no stabilized video, so it's bouncing around. So it's pretty far away now. I'd imagine at least 500 meters, and I still have control on video, which is actually pretty impressive. Usually these toy drones, they lose signal a lot sooner than this. So I'm gonna stop the video and take some photos here. Take a photo there, let's circle around. Yeah. I'll take another photo here. I'll take another photo here. Okay, I'll take one more here. Just to give you guys an idea what the photos look like. I'll take it a little closer when I get down back here. So I'm gonna start the video up again. The app just crashed or something. Yeah, that's kind of strange. I hit the record button for video and it kicked me out of the app, so let's try that again. Let's try it via the transmitter. Okay, that worked. This app is kind of buggy. And I'm going to try the return to home now. And it looks like it's in return to home mode on the app. The little return to home button is green. Maybe that's why the app crashed. It's obviously buggy, but it's sitting there, it's not doing anything. So I'm gonna hit the return to home button on the transmitter. There it comes, I can see it moving. All right, let's see what it's gonna do. It's right above me. There's some trees here. All right, stopped. And let's see if it starts coming down. Hopefully it's not gonna be in the way of these trees. I wonder if I have control. Can I take control? No. I hit the return to home button to stop it because it's right by these trees, so I'm a little worried that it's going to end up in these trees. So I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit. It's getting a little bit windier too. All right, let's bring it back now. At certain angles, the video is not so great, but that's typical of these cheaper cameras. Bringing it back here. All right, so I'm gonna go out a little bit here. I'm gonna try this orbit mode. And so on the button, let's hit this. It's gonna go up. All right, what is it doing? It might be in follow me mode. I thought that was the orbit button, but actually it might be the follow me button. Oh, I have no idea what it's doing. It turned around. I don't have any control of it. It's just kind of floating there. Yeah, it's supposed to be in orbit mode, but it's not doing anything. I'm gonna just take it out of that mode. It doesn't seem to be doing much. Let's try the follow me mode instead. All right, so it's rotating around. And it's heading away from me. I have control of it again. I don't know why it was going that way because it wasn't really following me. I'm gonna stop the video again. And I'll start up another one. Yep, it crashed again. This app's pretty buggy. All right, let's try one more time. All right, so it's in the following mode. Let's see. Does it actually do anything now? Okay, it is rotating, so now it's actually doing but now you can see it's kind of jerky. So if I go back, if I go towards it like this, it's gonna probably go backwards. Yep, it's going backwards. It's gonna turn over here. I'll raise it up here. And it's following me, but it does like what the bugs was doing. It was just kind of jerky. You see it goes forward and in little increments. That thing, it kind of detects, oh, it's the transmitter is moving away, and then it that's, I guess you got to kind of go slow. Obviously this would work a lot better if there was a gimbal on there, but there isn't. And yeah, I'm just recording it off a phone here. I don't know. I'll try to hit the record button again. Okay, now it's working. Oh, this is very, very buggy. Yeah, it's still in the. Is it still in the follow? It's still in the following mode. Okay, I'm gonna exit out of that. Let's try the orbit mode again. See what does it do here. I was heading off in that direction. And it stopped. It rotated around. I have no idea. Alright, I took it out of that mode. So this orbit and following modes don't really seem to work so great. Anyway, not sure how long I've been flying for, but looks like I got about half the battery left still. It's a 7.44 volts. So it does seem to have pretty decent flight time. I don't know if it's going to go for 30 minutes or not, but alright, I'll go ahead and land it now. It's really stable when you don't move it around, you can see here. Yeah. It's not moving around at all. I think at this altitude, the optical flow is probably in effect more than the GPS. You can see it's not hardly moving around at all. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and land it. There it goes. And you just hold the stick down all the way, the motors will stop. So again, this is a compromise, you know, you get not so great video, but it could be like kind of a training drone or something like that, maybe for something for the kids if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money. But functions like the smart functions like orbit and follow me, don't use those. Kind of unpredictable, but yeah, it is, you know, you get what you pay for, and it doesn't have onboard video recording, so we'll have to see what these recordings look like off of the phone. Anyway, guys, if you have any questions, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.